This lesson is the second in our knife defense series. It builds off lesson 1, in which we discussed how to practice for an underhand thrusting knife attack. For anyone beginning to learn self-defense, an important concept to understand is that in order to defeat a larger attacker, you should not attempt to meet force with force. To begin to grasp this, begin by practicing being pushed, then turning your body and stepping off to the side, as you can see here. Also, if you are pulled, don't resist by pulling in the opposite direction. Practice going with the pull, then stepping off to the side and turning your body toward the attacker, as you can see here. If you learn to do this quickly, you will have a split-second time window before your attacker has time to react and turn towards you. From the side of your attacker, you will be in a position to deliver a devastating attack of your own. That being said, if an attacker attempts to thrust a knife into you, but you move out of the way and grab the attacker's arm, a common reaction for the attacker is to quickly and violently pull the knife straight back, often to attempt another thrust. This is why it is very important to grasp the arm tightly for control. However, do not try to resist the attacker's pull. Allow yourself to go with the force of the pull. Step out to the outside of the attacker's body while using the attacker's own pulling force to direct the arm up and to the left. A twisting motion like you can see here will aid the technique and line up the knife as you quickly step under the arm and perform a 180-degree turn, redirecting the end of the knife back into your attacker with as much force as you can muster. Note that this is the same 180-degree turn that you have been practicing with the stick. So by practicing your warrior spirit fitness stick fighting drills, you are continuously building the balance and coordination required to skillfully perform this technique. Even the simplest body mechanics must be practiced thousands of times if they are expected to be performed under the stress of a real attack. This is why warrior spirit fitness drills are so important. Practicing your self-defense body mechanics daily as your primary fitness routine is the only way to get the amount of repetitions you need. In addition, the stick fighting drills allow you to practice the same general movements and footwork, even when you don't have a partner available to practice the empty-handed techniques. And since our stick fighting drills burn over 1,000 calories per hour, you won't need to do very many other forms of exercise to stay fit. Now let's talk about what happens if you overshoot your target, ending up behind the attacker while still grasping the attacker's arm that's holding the knife. One option is to use a shoulder drop. Slam your hand down on the attacker's shoulder right at the base of the neck like you can see here. If you do this with full force, you're going to give your attacker a shock because of the nerves that run through this area. Caution. It can't be emphasized enough that this is a very dangerous technique. Do not drop your partner to the ground when practicing this. Do not let your partner fall down, either. Hold them up from behind like you can see in these videos. If your partner falls to the ground with their arm behind them like this, it is likely they will dislocate their shoulder or break their arm. However, in a real attack situation, you will step back and drop them straight to the ground with as much force as you can generate while holding their arm up in order to intentionally cause a dislocation. Note that the shoulder drop can be performed with the left or the right hand while holding onto the attacker's wrist with your opposite hand. However, it is a bit more secure and easier to drop the attacker if you grab across with your right hand against a right-handed attacker. Another option you have is to grab the attacker's hair, if it is long enough. Step back and drop them to the ground just like you would with the shoulder drop. It will kind of look like this. Another option is to smash the face with a cupped hand. The target should be directly over the eyes and nose. As you make contact with maximum force, force the head down toward the ground. Again, this is very dangerous, so don't smash and drop your training partner. Practice the technique safely. It is not worth getting injured in an attempt to make the training more realistic. Remember, an injury can limit someone's training for months, or even damage them permanently, making them less able to defend themselves. If you end up too far away and out of reach, an option is to quickly set up and use a kick to the back of the knee to drop the attacker. You must practice the slant press kick to be able to deliver it with full force. We teach this kick in detail in another lesson. Be gentle with your training partner for now. You will practice this kick on a target to build good form, speed, power, and accuracy later. That's all for this lesson. As you can see, we will build you up by showing you the many options you have in the various attack scenarios, beginning with the most common ones. But it's your job to practice at least a little bit every day. You must practice for a minimum of 15 minutes every day in order to keep improving your skills. Good luck and Godspeed.